Hi, my name is Stacy. Tonight I'm going to do Rocket 3. This is for my final of yoga teacher training in Rocket 3. It consists of a warm-up, Rocket Fundamentals, Rocket 1 and 2, following with a closing sequence. I will be modifying this sequence today, so I have a blanket that is currently occupied by my kitty cat. And then I have 2 yoga blocks that I will also be using throughout this sequence today. So we're going to start with our warm-up. And in our warm-up, you can either place your hands on your knees or go ahead and leave them in your lap, wherever you find them the most comfortable. I'm going to close my eyes. You are welcome to join me if you would like to. We're going to start with 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. Inhale one more time. Exhale. And that's 4. And go ahead and open your eyes if they are closed. You're going to place your hands on your knees. We're going to do a few seated cat-cows. So on our inhale, we're going to bring our chest forward. And on our exhale, we're going to round our spine towards the back like a kitty cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, rounding that spine for cat pose. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, rounding through that spine. We'll do one more. Inhale, bringing that chest forward. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to do some spinal rotation. So we're just going to go starting towards the right. We're going to inhale as we come forward, and then exhale as we round through the back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, rounding through the back. Inhale, exhale. When we get back to the front, we're going to go ahead and switch the directions of our circles. This is our exhale. Inhale. Let's do it backwards. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to go ahead and bring our hands up like this, putting our hands in some gentle little fists, and we're going to go ahead and just start some wrist rotations one direction. 3, 4, 5. Go ahead, and whatever direction you didn't take them the first time, go that way with some rotations, about 5 times. And this time, go ahead and take your right arm, straighten it out. Grab your right fingers with your left hand and go ahead and gently pull them back towards your shoulder. Just going to do a nice little stretch here. And go ahead and switch sides, grabbing your left fingers with your right hand and gently pulling them back towards your shoulders. We're just going to warm up our wrists because we are going to have some down dogs today and some tabletops. We're not going to be on them too much, but then we will be on them just to warm them up a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and bring your right hand to your left knee, tenting your left fingertips back behind you, and just do a gentle twist to the left. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. And go ahead and switch sides, bringing your left hand to your right knee, tenting those right fingers behind you. And inhale. And exhale. Coming back to center, and we're going to go ahead and start our sun A's. So go ahead and go to the top of the mat. Your feet can either be zipped together or you can go ahead and have them at hip width apart. We're gonna go ahead and just bring your shoulders up and bring them back down your spine. We're just gonna do 3 little breaths here, so go ahead and just close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale, that's 3. And we're going to start our flow. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, you can place your hands on your blocks, half lift. Exhale, we're going to step back into tabletop. And bring your hands down to your mat now. On our inhale, drop your belly to cow. Exhale, rounding through your spine for cat pose. And bring your big toes to touch. And go into extended child's pose. We're here for 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. Inhale one more time. And on our exhale, let's go ahead and come up into that tabletop. And inhale, step up, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back to mountain. And we're going to repeat that flow 3 more times. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we're going to go ahead, place your hands on your mat. Step back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly for cow pose. Exhale, cat. Bring in our big toes to touch. Extended child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale one more time. And on the exhale, let's go ahead and come into tabletop. Inhale, step up. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Then exhale to mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back to tabletop. Inhale, cat pose. Exhale, cat. And then sink into extended child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale one more time. Exhale, come into that tabletop. And then inhale, step up, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to mountain one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. We're going into that tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And sink into that extended child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. Inhale one more time. Exhale, come up to the tabletop. On the inhale, step up. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain. And this time we're going to start our sun salutations B. We're going to go to child's pose. We're going to put our hands at heart center. So inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we're going to place our hands on our mat and we're going to step into plank. In plank, your hands are aligned underneath your shoulders. You want to tuck your tailbone down just a little bit. Have nice strong legs and your heels are as if they're going to push back to the back edge of your yoga mat. And from here, we're going to go ahead and go into downward dog. You can pedal it out for just a moment. And then with our inhale with our right foot, we're going to come up into warrior one. Exhale, coming back down. Go back into plank. Exhale into down dog. And then on the inhale with our left foot, we're going to come up into warrior one again. Exhale. Go ahead and come down into that tabletop position. And we're going to go into extended child's pose. Inhale. And exhale. That's one. Inhale. Exhale. That's two. Inhale. Exhale. That's three. Inhale one more time. Exhale, come into that tabletop. And on our inhale, we're going to step up, half lift, forward fold, and we're going to come up to chair with our hands at heart center. And then on our exhale, we return back to mountain. So inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping it back to plank. And then in our plank to downward dog. And then with our right foot, then warrior one. We're gonna exhale, plank, down dog. And then with our left foot on our inhale, we'll come into warrior one. And then exhale. We're going to bring your knees to tabletop. And then we're going to go into our child's pose. Here for 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. Inhale one more time. Exhale, come on up to that tabletop. And on the inhale, step up, half lift, forward fold, and come up to chair pose with hands at heart center. And then return back to mountain. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. Into down dog. Inhale, right foot. Warrior one. Exhale. To plank. Tabletop. And then into extended child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. Inhale one more time. Exhale. On our exhale, we're going to come on up to that tabletop. Stepping up to the top of our mat. Half lift. Forward fold. And chair pose with hands at heart center. And returning back to mountain. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, stepping back to plank. To downward dog. Inhale, right foot, warrior one. Exhale to tabletop. Down dog. And then on the inhale, left foot, warrior one. Exhale, down to tabletop. And then extended child's pose. Inhale and exhale. One, inhale. Exhale. Two, inhale. Exhale. Three, inhale one more time. On the exhale, come on to the tabletop. Step up on the inhale, half lift, forward fold on the exhale, into chair pose with hands on heart center. And go ahead and return to mountain pose. So now we're going to get into our rocket fundamentals. So we're going to start with a squat. Go ahead and heel toe it out, lowering down into that squat. You can place a block underneath. I'm going to sit at the medium level. And here in this position for just a moment, go ahead and put your hands at heart center. You can press your elbows into the inside of your thigh. And just inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and you're going to place your hands back onto your mat. Grab your yoga block, take that out from underneath you. And gently step back into that plank again. The downward dog. We're going to begin our, like I said, our rocket fundamentals. So with our right foot, step forward with your right foot. We're going to go into warrior one. Your feet should be on two parallel lines. When we rise up, our hips are going to be facing the front of our yoga mat, and our arms are going to come up. Your arms are going to come up by your ears. Then we're going to go into warrior two. In warrior two, your hips are going to open up to the side of your yoga mat, and your heels should be aligned on one line. And your arms are going to be parallel to the ground. And then on your inhale, we're going to straighten our front leg. And we're going to lower down into triangle. You can also grab a block. I'm going to set it on the highest setting. So from warrior two, we're going to bump back. And we're going to lower into triangle. I'm going to just place my left arm on the small of my back tonight. Inhale. And then on the exhale, go ahead and pivot on that back foot. Grabbing your other yoga block, framing your front foot into pyramid. I like to take a step forward, just a little bit. Again, your feet are on two separate lines here for our pyramid. And then in our pyramid, my left hand's going to stay on the block, and I'm going to gently just twist turn my torso towards the right side of my mat. And then we're going to go back. Using the support of my blocks, I'm going to lengthen my stance a little bit, align my heels on one line again, opening my hips back up to the side of my mat, placing my right forearm onto the top of my right leg, bringing that left arm up by my ear to extended side angle. From here, we're going to go ahead and pivot on that back foot again, using the support of our blocks. Again, my hips are now facing the front of my mat. My feet are once again on two separate lines. I'm going to drop that back knee, and we're going to go into a revolved side angle. Just like this. And then we're going to come back, put our hands on our yoga mat. We're going to come up. Fiddlesticks over. And we're going to just put those down, go into downward dog. I'm walking to the back of my yoga mat, into a forward fold. I'm going to walk back out. I'm going to just go into a plank for a moment. And then into downward dog. And we're going to repeat that on the left side. So stepping forward with our left foot forward. We're going to rise up to warrior one. Align those heels to warrior two. And we're going to go ahead and straighten that leg, bump that hip out. We're going to come down into triangle. I'm going to grab my block. Into triangle, I'm going to put my right arm behind my back just a little bit. Then using the support of this block, I'm going to pivot on that back foot. Grabbing my other block, I'm going to frame my foot, take a slight step forward for my pyramid. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and do our revolved triangle. As you see, my feet are on two separate lines again. So I'm just going to twist my torso towards the left side of my mat, keeping my hand on the small of my back. And from here, we're going to go back. I'm going to use the support of my yoga blocks. I'm going to lengthen my stance, align my heels again, and come into that extended side angle on the left side with my left forearm on the top of my the top of my left leg, bringing my right arm up by my ear. Then I'm going to bring my arms down using the support of my blocks. I've pivoted on that back foot. I'm going to drop that back knee. I'm going to come into a revolved side angle. So I'm just going to do a gentle twist. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my hands on my blocks. I'm going to step back to a plank. From here, I'm going to take my blocks and I'm going to walk to the back of my mat like this. We're just going to do some forward folds here. We're going to start in a forward fold. Go ahead and come up into a half lift. You can leave your fingers on your block. You can put them here, you can put them here, or you can put them right here, wherever is comfortable for you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to slowly roll all the way up. Roll our shoulders. Bring our arms up. Exhale, and then a forward fold. And we're going to put our hands on our block and we're going to just elephant walk to the front of our mat. So just boop, boop, boop. I kind of did that backwards. All right. So now we're at the front of our mat. We'll go ahead and keep your hands in your blocks this time. We're going to slowly roll up. Okay. And so this time we're going to begin our modified splits. So we're going to go ahead and step with our right foot towards the back of our mat, and with our blocks in our hands, we're going to come down to our wide-legged forward fold. And in this position, you just want to hinge at your hips, using those blocks to help bring the ground up to you. And then we're going to just slowly start to walk our hands until we start to pivot on our feet, and then we are framing our right foot. So now I have come into a runner's lunge. So from here, go ahead and drop your left knee, and we're just going to do a few. We're going to go between this lunge and then the half runner split, which is going back like this. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you're plugging your hip back on your right side and your toes are kind of pointing up. Stay active, so keep them a little bit flexed. So we're going to go ahead and just walk back to this nice little stretch. Make sure that your knee does not go past your toes, and that they're tracking over the top of your toes. Let's go ahead and do that 2 more times. Feels good. And go ahead and walk back and do that nice little stretch. And go ahead and go into that half runner split 1 more time. And walking forward again. Straightening that back leg until you are into a runner's lunge. And we're going to begin walking back to center, pivoting on those feet again until we're back into our wide-legged forward fold. And we're going to start walking towards our left foot, pivoting on our feet until we have framed our left foot. And we're going to repeat the exact same motion that we just did on our right foot with our left side. So we are in our runner's lunge. Go ahead and bring that knee down to the ground. And we're going to just start to slowly move back and forth to that half runner split. Remember, the goal is to bring that hip back, your toes staying active and flexed towards your face. We're going to walk forward. Have a nice little stretch here. Remember, don't let your knee track past your toes. And 2 more times. Go ahead and walk back. Keeping those toes nice and active and that your hip plugging back. Walk forward 1 more time. Sink. If you can sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. And go ahead and rock back 1 more time. And forward. All right, go ahead and straighten that back leg. Again, we're going to start walking towards our wide-legged forward fold. And from here, go ahead and start to heel toe it together. And we're going to lower into a squat. We're going to bring 1 block up underneath us as we lower into that squat. Just sit upon it. If you need to, you can reach your hand behind you to come onto that block. We're going to go ahead and work on our wide angle split. So just go ahead and do like this, keeping your toes pointed so that you are engaging your muscles. And from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to do some, starting on the right side, we're going to just move our block back and forth, doing some side stretches. So go ahead, putting your right hand on the block, lifting your left arm up by your ear. And then we're just going to, as we're going up to center, coming back down. Repeating that over here on the right side. And go ahead and let's do it 1 more time on each side, coming back to center. And then 1 more time, bringing that block up over your head, coming back to center. I'm going to sit up to center, and if I'm just going to place my block just a little bit out in front of me, and I'm going to just put my hands on it, just coming a little bit forward. Just working on opening up through your inner thigh. The higher up off the ground, it makes it a little bit easier to lean forward too. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale 1 more time. Go ahead and bring that block up towards you. I'm going to grab my legs up underneath my knees just to make it a little bit easier to transition to our standing poses. So usually you would go to the top of your mat, and you can go ahead and go there. I'm just going to actually face you. So I'm going to have these right out in front of me for right now. So for our standing poses, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to bring my right leg up like this with my knee bent, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my knee right here. If you're standing next to a wall, you can place your hand on the wall for support. You can also place it on your hip for a little bit better balance. And if you don't have the wall right there, try to find a focal point so you can help balance. So standing here, we're going to go ahead and open that knee out to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that knee back in. We're going to go ahead and take that foot. Do like a little figure 4. And I'm just going to grab my blocks, put them on the highest setting, and just do a half lift here. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and slowly come back up. You can, if you fall sometimes, you lose your balance, and that's okay too. So we're going to repeat that on the left side, bringing that left leg up, catching it with your hand. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and open that leg out to the side. Inhale and exhale. Bringing it back to center. Go ahead and do like a little figure 4 here. Again, and we're gonna go down. I'm gonna go to just a half lift here. Inhale. Exhale. I'm gonna slowly come back up, putting my hands on my hips and slowly releasing my leg back down to the ground. I'm gonna grab my blocks. I'm gonna go back to the front of the mat and we're gonna do just a quick little sun A. So arms up, look at thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift on the inhale. And we're going to put our hands on the ground. This time we're just going to go into a plank here and down dog. And I'm just going to walk my feet up until I have grabbed my blocks on the way down and bring my legs through my blocks, coming into a staff pose. And here from the staff pose, I'm going to take my 2 blocks and I'm going to put them up underneath my knees just to take some pressure off of my knees. And we're going to just do a forward fold. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale one more time, exhale. We're going to go ahead and sit back up. Move our blocks to the side for a moment. I'm going to place my hands back behind me like this. My fingers are going to be pointing towards my body. I'm going to take my feet and I'm going to plant them firmly onto the ground. We're going to rise up to crab pose. So go ahead and come up. We're just going to hold this one for 2 breaths. So inhale, exhale, one more, inhale, and exhale. And slowly lower down. I'm going to go ahead and extend your left foot, keeping your toes flexed up towards the ceiling. Grab your right foot and go ahead and we're going to cradle our right foot, bringing your foot into the bend of your left arm, and go ahead and wrap your other arm around it. If that's not, you can also just hold your right knee with your right hand. And we're just going to forward fold. This is good for your hip. This is good to give yourself a nice little massage. And it gives a nice stretch through here. And one more time. Okay, go ahead and gently release your right leg, bringing your left foot up to the bend of your right arm. Go ahead and cradle that as well. And we're going to just some forward folds and rocking motions on this side as well. And forward one more time, back, sit back up. Go ahead and gently release that leg. And we're going to just go ahead and take your hands into fist, push into the ground, and we're just going to do a quick little lift up right here. Inhale, exhale. All right, go ahead and come down. And we're going to do a fun little vinyasa here, thanks to Carson and Christina. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to spin our legs to the right, like this. And we're going to do a little twist, like so, and we're going to come down onto our belly. And once we're on our belly, I want you to go ahead and place your elbows underneath your shoulders. Your hands are going to come out to like the figure 11, the number 11. Your middle finger is pressing forward. Your hips are pressing into your mat, and the tops of your feet are pressing into your mat as well. And we're rising up into Sphinx pose. All right, we're going to go ahead and come back down. And And from here, push yourself into downward dog. Go ahead and come onto that left hip and spin your legs back around. And then here, go ahead and bring your right leg up. You can take your mat and put it, your yoga block, and place it up underneath your knee. And we're just gonna do a little seated tree pose. You can go ahead and do a little forward fold too. Inhale one more time. Exhale. And go ahead and come up. We're going to switch legs. You can take your other block, placing that up underneath your left knee. And I'm going to go ahead and do another little forward fold on this side as well. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. Go ahead and come back up. And go ahead and set your blocks to the side. And we're going to do that little vinyasa to the left. So go ahead and spin your legs around to the left. Oops, my pants stuck on my mat. Twisting over here onto your belly. Coming into that Sphinx pose. Again, your elbows come up underneath your shoulders. Your arms look like the number 11. Your middle finger is pointing forward. Your hips are pressing into your yoga mat as well as the top of your feet. Go ahead and lower back down. And we're going to push up into the downward dog. Coming onto that right hip. And we're going to spin our legs around. So this time, we're going to go ahead and do a little sage twist. So with our right foot out, go ahead and bring that left leg up like this. Take your right arm, hook it around your knee, and gently twist. You can take like we did in our warm-up, you can take your left hands and tint those fingers behind you. And you can keep your gaze to the left side that your torso is twisting towards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And go ahead and extend our legs back. And here we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch, bring in our right leg up, and we're going to take our left arm, bring it around, tinting your right fingers. And again, we're just going to do a little easy twist. This is called a sage twist. You can keep your gaze in the same direction that your torso is twisting. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, go ahead and straighten your legs. And from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into boat pose. So for boat pose, we're going to rock back just a little bit. Go ahead and bring your legs up till your shins are parallel to the ceiling. Keep your toes pointed up towards the ceiling as well, and you can go ahead and extend your arms out like this. We're going to hold this for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. That's 3. Go ahead and we're going to sit up. We're going to pause for just a moment in our bound angle pose. You can give yourself a little foot massage here if you'd like to. Just All right, now we're going to move into our arm balance poses, but we're going to do them a little bit reversed. We're gonna actually do them on our back, and I will walk us through that. We're gonna go ahead and just rock back and forth on your spine for just a moment, like a little ball. One more time, and then this time, we're gonna just come up into a little yoga squat. I'm gonna put that block up underneath me. Actually, I may wanna use two. Yep, and then, so I'm gonna bring my knees together for this, and I'm just gonna do like a little twist to the left. I'm gonna make my arms look like goalposts. And then we're going to come back to center. And I'm gonna twist towards the right. All right, back to center. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. You can come back into that squat. Place your left hand onto the ground just because you can go ahead and remove those blocks out from underneath you. I'm gonna put them over to the side here. We're gonna come back onto our seat for just a moment. Go ahead and lay back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these on our back. The first one's gonna be side crow. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and lift your arms up. We're gonna go ahead and bend them as if you were on the ground. Have your palms and your fingers open and spread wide. Your arms should be bent as if you were gonna do like a push-up, okay? So go ahead and bring your legs up like this, and we're going to just go to the right as you're gonna act like you're gonna bring your left side of your leg to the outside of your right arm. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and open into like we were doing crow. So same thing, your arms can stay where they're at, and you can just let your big toes touch and touch your knees to your elbows. And then from here, go ahead and straighten out those legs, leaving your arms where they're at as well. We're gonna act like we're kind of like in a low plank. All right, so go ahead and we're gonna reverse that. We're gonna go to the left side, same thing, like we're doing a side crow on the left side. And bring that left knee to your left elbow. Go ahead and open back up like you're gonna go to crow. Big toes can touch, bringing your knees to your elbows. And then slowly straightening out your legs like you're gonna do a half push-up. And bring them back up. Go ahead and grab your knees. Give yourself just a little hug rotate. You can rock back and forth on here. This feels great on your hips, your hip bone. And we're gonna rock up. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a modified heron. So what you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and straighten that left leg, bring your right foot up to your left knee. I'm gonna grab my left leg from just below my left knee. I'm gonna bring it up like this. We're just gonna do some little extensions. I'm gonna extend, and then I'm gonna lower, extend, go ahead and lower. That's two. We're gonna do two more. Extend, and lower, and one more. Extend, and lower. Go ahead and straighten that left leg out. I'm gonna go ahead and straighten my right leg out now too, bringing my left foot up by my right knee. I'm gonna grab my right leg just below my knee as well. I'm gonna bring it back, just like this, and the same thing, we're gonna extend and lower, extend, lower, that's two, and lower, one more time, and lower. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and just do that little movement like we're a little ball. 1, 2, and we're gonna go ahead and come up into tabletop. go ahead and go into a plank, lowering those knees to the ground. And we're gonna lower down to our belly. We're gonna go into some simple back bends, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put our foreheads down to the ground for a second. I gotta move my blanket, sorry y'all. Opening those arms out. Like this, we're gonna go ahead and pick up our right foot. We're just gonna do a nice little twist this way. You can come onto your ear. Inhale. Exhale. We're gonna go ahead and come back to center, bringing those arms back underneath us like this. Bringing your hands up here. And come up to a baby cobra. Go ahead and come back down. Taking those arms wide again. We're going to lift that leg up and just repeat on the left side. Go ahead and come onto your ear on the right side. And then back to center. And same thing again, bringing those hands up underneath your shoulders. We're going to push up into a gentle cobra. Coming back down. We're going to go ahead and come up into tabletop. And from tabletop, go ahead and grab your blocks. I'm going to use them to come back up onto my knees. And I'm going to do a modified camel pose here. So I'm just going to place my hands on my lower back. And I'm just going to gently make sure my shoulders are nice and relaxed. Just so I can feel what's happening back here too. And then look up. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. Go ahead and come back up. And remove our blocks. We're going to come into child's pose. I'm going to be here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, inhale, come back up to tabletop. Grabbing one of your blocks, we're going to go ahead and come down onto our left hip. We're going to spin our legs around to the right hand side. Holding onto that block, scoot up a little bit and go ahead and lay back onto your back. Placing your feet as close to your bottom as you can. And we're going to come into a bridge pose, but I'm going to place my block right, kind of like right underneath my hip bones. You don't want to go all the way to your tailbone because that's really awkward on where your hip bones are. So you want it about right underneath those. And just take a couple of breaths here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and remove that block up from underneath our lower back and go ahead and gently roll down to the ground, bringing your legs up. And we're going to rock back up. We're going to go into a modified pigeon fold. So you're going to need your blocks for this too. Go ahead and swing your left leg back so that your shin is parallel to the side of your mat, and your right leg should be parallel to the front of your mat. So we're going to go ahead and start with a forward fold in front of our leg, and we're going to use our blocks to come down to do that. So we're going to be here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale. And walking up to right in front of your knee. And then come on down to your forearms. Inhale. Exhale. One, inhale. Exhale. Two, inhale. Exhale. Three. Grabbing those blocks in your hands, we're going to walk to the left side of our mat. And same thing, we're going to come onto using our blocks, come onto our forearms. Inhale. Exhale. One, inhale. Exhale. Two, inhale. Exhale. Three. Go ahead and walk the blocks back to center and just simply switch your legs. So now your left leg is going to be the shins parallel to the front of your mat, and on your right leg is parallel to the side of your mat. So we're going to, using our blocks again, bringing our forearms down onto the blocks. We're here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One, inhale. And exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. And we're going to walk our hands with the blocks to the left side of our mat, right in front of our knee. And bringing our forearms down to the blocks. Inhale. And exhale. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. And exhale. 3. Go ahead and walking back through center, bringing those blocks over to the right side of our mat. We're going to just do a forward fold here as well, with our forearms coming onto our blocks. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. And exhale. 2. Inhale. And exhale. That's 3. Go ahead and come back up. Now we're going to move into our closing sequence. Go ahead and set your blocks to the side. Make sure you have that blanket close. And so go ahead and come onto your back. If you're by a wall, you can take your legs up onto the wall and do your legs up on a wall. I'm going to just put them up high like this. This is so good for your legs. It's a nice recovery too after a run. I'm going to be here for 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. Inhale one more time. And exhale. That's 4. Go ahead and bringing the bottom of your feet together. You can open those legs up into a butterfly. You can hold it onto your ankles if you would like. Inhale. You're here for 4 breaths. You can go at your own pace. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and grabbing the outside of your feet. Bring your legs up. Let those feet say hello to your ceiling, and we're going to come into a happy baby. Again, and move through this from 4 breaths, moving at your own pace. Inhale. Okay, go ahead and bringing your knees together. We're going to go ahead and twist over to the right side. And it's like a supine twist. You can extend your left hand, your left arm, and gaze just past your left fingertips. And again, you're here for 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You have one more. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and bring those knees back to center. I'm going to have to move my blanket. And bringing those knees over to the left side, opening up that right arm, gazing just past your right fingertips. You're here for 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. That's 4. Go ahead, bringing those knees back to center. I'm going to go ahead and come up. Grabbing that blanket. I want you to go ahead and sit up on your blanket. Sit with your legs crossed, grabbing those blocks one last time. And we're just going to come into a little fold with our forearms onto the block. Relaxing your head, relaxing your shoulders. You're here for 4 breaths. Move at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. One more exhale. Go ahead and push up, returning back to center. Go ahead and place those blocks off to the side. Get that mat, your blanket, mat, whatever you have. Go ahead and put it up here at the top of your mat. And go ahead and come back onto our back. And we're going to lower down into Shavasana. Here, I just want you to relax your entire body. Let your feet relax, let your legs relax. Go ahead and let your hands open up, allowing your arms to relax, your shoulders to relax. You should almost feel like your body's starting to melt into your mat. Allow your face to relax. wiggle your toes. Move your feet around. Open and close your hands. And go ahead and start to flutter your eyes open if they were closed. And bringing those knees up. Go ahead and give yourself a little hug if you would like to. And then go ahead and grab in onto the back of those legs. Rock out to seat. And that is it. And I hope you enjoyed that. Have a good night.